Hello, everybody. I'm hoping this worked. I don't know what happened. I know you guys had a different one, and now I don't know. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. I'm hoping everything's good. So sorry about this jump. Still getting used to this. I'm so sorry, you guys. Trying to figure this out. Come on. Computer's being very slow. So sorry, you guys. I'm trying to see chat, but of course my am I live? I'm so confused. Um, my sound is really, really low. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on. Um, of course, everything is just really, really slow. I'm so sorry. No, come on. Nope. Come on. I'm trying to be able to see chat without it having to be on my phone, but it looks like that's the only way I can do it. Everything is going so slow on my computer. It's driving me crazy. As for the sound of my sound, I'm sorry, my OSB bot is ridiculous. Why isn't anything working? But hello, Lona. Welcome in, sweetie. Okay, is this better? Yes, okay, good. You got to catch me from the beginning. Yes. Looks like I gotta put my ridiculously large headphones on. But how is everybody doing? I am currently working on A Beautiful Place by Eder Jose Rosa. I love this piece. It's so pretty. This is on 28 count, 1/1 full cross. If an ad comes on, it'll blow my ears out. No, you shouldn't have ads with my channel. Yes, this one is absolutely beautiful and I love stitching on it. I'm glad that I'm actually working on it right now. What are you working on today, Lona? Or tonight, because it's late. Ah, finally the chat popped up on my computer. Oh, that is right. You were almost done with Castle with Lions. Oh, I can't. I want to see it Congratulations on your finish. That is always super exciting. Clara, hello, welcome in, love. And then Luna says, so now I'm working on Squirrel Cozy Home. Oh, that sounds adorable. Ah, I just stabbed myself. I am definitely working with the wrong needle. Hmm. Luna says, hi, Clara, welcome back. Says, thank you. I love this community. I hope I'm not bleeding. No, I'm not. Okay. I stabbed myself pretty decent like. I can hear my son talking upstairs. He's refusing sleep because he had a very long nap. I say talking, but he doesn't talk. He's nonverbal. But you can't tell him that. He will babble your head off. Which is amazing because he's never really babbled, even when he was an infant. So hearing him babble now is just adorable. Okay. Yes, Clara just now starting A Beautiful Place. It's so exciting. This is such a pretty piece. Where are you starting, Clara, and what count fabric? Lona said, Nathi, I posted on Sue's Discord and also on Yogi's group page. I will definitely take a look. And hello, Suki. Welcome in. If I sound stuffy, I'm so sorry. I'm still getting over a ridiculously long cold. Let me park it here. Glada is starting with 25 count, top left corner. Yee. Mine is 28 count. Um, Glada and Lona both says hi to Suki. Suki says, what count fabric is this? I'm starting this tomorrow. 25 or 28 count. Suki, I am doing this one on 28 count. And yay, you're doing this one too? Oh, that's so exciting. I love this piece. I know I say it like 1,000 times, but it's the truth. 355. That's odd. Um, Give me 1 second.
Bex. Hello, Bex. Welcome in, sweetie. And Suki DMC. Yes, this is with DMC Floss. Ooh, give me 1 second. I'm having some chest pain. Not good. 1 second, you guys. Okay. I'm not sure what that was. Gladys says she's using Painting Fairy Floss. Ooh, jealous. I love Painting Fairy Floss. Oh, and Gladys says she's praying. Thank you, Gladys. Ooh. Yeah, my husband's just a holler away if anything, so I'm okay. Me and my ridiculously stupid health issues. Beck says it's like deja vu, fancy meeting you all here. It is a real little online community we have all joined. I love it. I know, right, Bex? It's little but mighty. I love this community. You guys are amazing. I love this piece. It's like there's confetti, but you don't mind it. It's weird. Well, I mean, I don't mind it. Can't speak for everybody. I am technically new to, oh, I went through the fabric. I'm technically new to like landscapey type art. I've always done portraits or not very scenic. And I don't understand why. Because like now that I'm stitching it, I'm like, this is the landscapey type, nature type ones are the ones I gravitate mostly to now. And just please be patient with me if I pause from stitching for a little bit. I am not sure what's going on. My I'm having some chest pains. Mm-mm. Oh my gosh, I just wrote the date out. I can't believe it's August already. Winter is nearly over. Winter? Oh, you're in Australia? I was like, winter? No, it's not winter here. No. Um, but yes, it is. I can't believe it's August either. My son's birthday's on the 6th. He turns 2. It's ridiculous. Time is just gone. Gladys says, I don't mind confetti. However, it does slow me down. Other than that, I don't mind it. Yeah, it slows you down, but then when you look back at it, it's amazing. Beck says, I love confetti, but only when I don't care what the back looks like. Listen, do not look at my back. It is a complete nightmare. We're just gonna look at the pretty front. Yep. What back? Glada says, is it running down your left arm? Um, no, Glada, the pain is like at the center and then it moves towards my left, but it doesn't go down my arm. It's more go down towards my rib cage. Lona says, AFK mama's coughing and choking. Be our back. Oh, okay. Okay. Make sure mom's good. But I remember at one point I was kind of scared of confetti. And like if it was like too much confetti, I'm like, no, I'm good. But now it's like I love it. I think the only whoa, what did I just do there? Whoa. Um, I have uh what's the name of it? Um, Little Cake Shop. There it is. So I'm still scared of Little Cake Shop with all that confetti. Like I still haven't picked up Little Cake Shop because woo, it's a lot. Um, Beck says, I think when you see how much better the piece is due to the confetti, you'll end up loving it. Exactly. Patience is virtue. That is all it is with these hobbies is you have to have a lot of patience. Don't expect a quick finish. I don't know, like I love watching other people stitching. I watch Gemma. I watch Gemma while I sleep, but I find it fascinating watching her stitches come to life and like seeing all the confetti. It looks just mesmerizing up close. Okay. Oh, how's your mama Lona? I think she'll come back when she's checking on her right now. And then Beck says exactly, watching it grow and come to life one stitch at a time. Yes. I think that's why I gravitate more to like very busy charts because I like watching it come to life. Oh, she's back. How's mom, Lona? Oh my goodness. Serious question. How do you know if you're having a heart attack? My chest is really hurting. Mm. Lona says she's been struggling with coughing and choking, but the hospice nurse said on Friday that she is congestive heart failure. Oh no. Lona, your mom is definitely in my prayers. Okay, you guys, give me like 10 minutes or probably less, but I'm gonna go check my blood pressure. Give me 1 second. Do you think you need to go to the ER? Suki, I don't think so. I'm just gonna go check my pressure, make sure everything's good. So I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. Blood pressure says it's good. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I'll be okay. I also went in there to make sure I told my husband that I'm having some chest pains so he can keep an eye out on me. But I'm back. I'm good. I'm back. I'm good. I'm here. Let's continue this beautiful piece. Alyssa, hello, love. Welcome in. Dawn, hello, love. Welcome in, love. See, I'm doing the same piece you were doing. It's what won the vote on Suze's channel. And then there's one too. And I can still hear my son upstairs. I'm surprised he doesn't wake up his sister with his babbling. I think she's used to it though. I swear I have no rhyme or reason to my stitching. I just go. To the people who just came in, are you guys stitching? If you so, what are you stitching on or working on? And what time is it your time? It's about to be 11 o'clock here. Sorry for the chaotic intro to this live. Okay, Lona is saying hi to Alyssa and Dawn. Alyssa says hi to Bex, Dawn, and Lona. Clara says hi to Alyssa. And Dawn says you're stitching dark colors. Yes, I am stitching the top left-hand side of it, so the beautiful autumn tree at the top. And then Dawn says she's gonna lay down. It's 9:54 there. Good night, Dawn. Thank you so much for stopping by. Alyssa says she's working on all Gen's epic Pokemon. Ooh, that's a massive piece. And it's 9:54. So you're an hour behind me. I'm sorry. I can hear my son laughing upstairs. I cannot believe he's about to be 2. Excuse me. Lona says she wants this pattern. It's beautiful. It is definitely very beautiful. Alyssa says, "Night night to Dawn." And Suki says, "What state are you in, Nathi?" I'm in New York. I am a New Yorker. Alyssa says hi to Suki. I am so sorry if I'm sniffling in your ear. Alyssa asks, "How are you feeling today, Nati?" I was feeling okay until a few minutes ago, and I started having chest pains. But for those of you guys who were on my last live and was wondering how my appointment went okay. They didn't keep me. Um, but I do have to schedule a surgery to remove one of my glands that keeps getting inflamed, and it's very, very painful. Joy. Mm. Lisa says, "Oh no, like how the chest pains." I have a sharp pain that starts at the center of my chest that goes down to my rib cage and towards my back. I'm not sure what's the cause of it, but it does take my breath away. So if I'm stopping when you hear me breathing, that's why. Okay, let me mark some of these off before I lose my place. There we go. Now here. Yes. So what's everybody's favorite um, fabric count? I'll go first. My absolute favorite is 28 count. I love the coverage of 28 count, whether it's 1 over 1 full cross or 2 over 1/10. Although I haven't really been liking tent stitches here lately. I mean, I have quite a few projects that are tent stitched that I don't necessarily gravitate towards, even though I absolutely love the pattern itself. I love my full cross. 'Excuse me. Clara says 25 count, and Lona says 28, 32, 22. Okay. So 28 count, love 32. I have a few 32 counts. Um, I'm like yes and no with 32 count. I don't know how I feel about the tent look, but I do like having full cross, but it's so tiny. And I don't think I'm farther. I don't think I'm far enough in the pattern to know how much I like the 32 count. But I do have a few 32 counts. I also have some in 22 count too, but those I definitely don't gravitate towards. 25 count too. I think I have 3 projects on 25 count, I believe. I know I went from 14 count was my first time ever doing like a full coverage one, which I UFO'd because I didn't like how massive the project was turning out to be. But I jumped from 14 count and I went straight into 25 count. That was a big jump and realized that I actually like higher count fabric. Everybody was like, I would jump from 14 to maybe 22, but 25 might be too much. And I was like, ah, go big or go home. 'Alyssa says for stamped, I prefer 14 count. I'm still figuring out for counted. I like 32 count linen, but I think it might be a 25 count even weave. Okay. Yes, I agree. 14 count for stamped is really good for me too. 14 count or 16 count. And then Lona says, I'm doing traveling library, writer's desk, and storyteller's view on 32 count. Um, of the 3 that you just mentioned, I'm only doing traveling library, and I believe it is 32 count. Yes, it's 32 count, and I did a center start like a crazy person. Now I don't know what the heck I'm doing to get out of the center. I do have writer's desk in my stash, and I really want to start it. Alyssa says I've never done tent stitch before, but I really like how the Haid Battle looks in tent stitch, so I might try that. Tent stitch, like I said, I have quite a few on tent stitch, but I don't know. I don't like doing tent anymore. I'm looking around and I'm trying to see if I have any next to me that's. Oh, yes, I actually do. Let's see if I could get it without knocking anything down. I have my traveling library that's in tent stitch. This one. Oh, that is really up close, but still. This is a traveling library and it's tent stitch. And this is on 25 count, 2/1 full, 2/1 tent. Did I say traveling library? That's not traveling library. That's treasure hunt bookshelf. My goodness. I promise my brain's good. Sometimes. Um, Lona says, I've got Garden Gate and Secret Garden by Amy Stewart, both on 25 count Lugana. And are you doing both of them full cross or did you say something about time? No, yeah. Uh-oh, I lost my place. Hang on. Okay, let me cross these out. Oops. Let me mark these off before I really lose my place. And then these two. Got it. Got it. And we're back in business. Okay. And then there's 3 here. 2/110. Okay, yeah. That was what my treasure hunt bookshelf is 25 count, 2/110 on Garden Gate for sure. So Alyssa says, I'm such a completist. I'm not sure if I can do tent stitch. Feels like I'm missing part of the stitch. Oh well. Yeah, that could definitely be an issue. It's probably what's wrong with my brain, honestly, whenever I pick up my tent stitch projects. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. Um, then I have my All Seasons Flower Shop by Laura Stewart. Um, I'm doing that one on 28 count, 2/1 tent stitch, and this is what it looks like. I don't like how the stitches lay when it comes to light colored stitches with tent. And then I think that's my issue. I don't like how it lays. Alana says I'd have to check about Secret Garden. And I'm doing Seasons by Nadia Strick. Nope, I'm not even gonna attempt it on 22 count 1/1 full cross. Okay. It looks a little lumpy. Yes, it does, and I don't understand. And it's only with the light colored stitches. And it sucks because I really, really love this piece. Trying to see if I have any of my 32 count fabric. I do. So I have this one. This is 32 count fabric, 1/1 full cross. This is Amy Sanctuary of Stitching, max color, max size. Those stitches are itty bitty. Do you see how tiny those stitches are? They're just like, they're tiny. But it's full cross. I was scared it was going to get really, really lumpy, but it hasn't so far. Let me get a sip really quick. 1 second. And then Alyssa says, I'm planning to do Dragon Pile on my first piece of Hardanger. I'm planning to do 1/1. I can't. I'm so happy about Dragon Pile. That is like the cutest pattern ever. I have to figure out what I want to do with it because my options are either way. So I'm not going to stitch the background. There's just no way I'm gonna stitch all that black background. Um, I will not be happy and I will end up putting it down and not picking it back up. And I want to stitch those adorable dragons. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do 14 count black fabric or if I want to dye 25 count or 22 count fabric. I have to figure it out and I have to start soon. Did I say 25? I meant 28 count. Hey, Alyssa says, I know, so adorable. They really are. And then let's go in between here. I mean, like, look at the cuteness. Just look at the cuteness. It's a family of five. It's me, my husband, my daughter, my son, and my oldest son. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. Look, I can't. It's so cute. I'm just not gonna do all that background. There's no way. You can't pay me. Lisa says, I thought about black fabric, but I tend to stitch a lot at night, and black fabric is the worst at night. It is. It is. And I've only tried stitching on black fabric one time. Beck says, so cute. I know, right? We're doing a start along. I know I'm doing it. I know Suze is doing it, and so is Alyssa, but I'm not sure who else is going to start it. Glada says, the whole time I was doing tent on last year's Heaven and Earth Design sale, I absolutely miss doing a full cross. I know. I every time I my when every time it's time for my rotation for one of my tent stitch ones, I'm like, and it's sad because I love a lot of my tent stitch ones. So I have some of my absolute favorites are in tent, and I'm like, I kind of want to convert it. Unless this is, oh yeah, it's perfect, not the. It's my little family of dragons. And then over here. Alyssa says, Glada, were you going to also start it? Ooh, Glada, you're part of it too? Heck yeah. Lona, do you use Saga? Clara says the dragon one, no. Oh, it's so cute. Oops. Just pull the thread out of the needle. And of course, I can't thread a needle while I'm live, can I? There, up, there we go. Alyssa says, oh, okay, I couldn't remember. Lona says, Secret Garden is 2 over 1/10. I mean, I get tent because I originally started doing tent because I wanted to get the piece finished faster, but then realized I loved how full cross looks. It just feels more complete, in my opinion. Dang it. I pulled the needle out again. Luna says, I think I'm doing Sanctuary of Stitching on 28 count, 1 over 1 full cross. Are you doing the max color or are you doing the regular version? Because of course I had to go max color, supersize max color. Because why not? Alyssa says no. I agree, not the. However, I do think the effects of tent stitch would look really nice with a piece with like battle. Agreed. Definitely because there's a lot of background and there's not a lot too much detail. So I think it does look good for battle. Lona says supersize max color. Of course, we had to do that. Alyssa says, I don't know though. I'm moving it down the priority listing since everyone keeps enabling me. Wait, you're moving what? Down the Hopefully you're talking about battle and not a pile of dragons. Lona says, I started at bottom center. The braided rug is a beast. Oh my God, I can imagine. Like I just showed it, but I started bottom right. So this is the bottom right where the little basket of sewing stuff is. So these are like wheels of thread, and I think the scissors is coming in somewhere. Yeah, this is the scissors. This is on 32 count itty bitty stitches, 1/1 full cross using DMC floss. I think I want to park this one. Yeah, I'm gonna park it for right now. But I said I almost started bottom right. I had to. Gladys says, those of you who stitch full cross on 28 count, how do you squeeze in a ninja stitch when there are stitches all around it? How do you start your thread for that one stitch? This is 28 count, and I literally, um, let me see, hang on. Don't judge how I start my stitching, please. I mean, I've never had one unravel on me yet. Uh, Knock on wood. Also, don't judge me. I have my master set DMC floss with me, but I don't have my 3800 stitches next to me, and I don't feel like getting up because I'm in pain. So we're gonna do this one. All right, so 400. I can show you how I start my threads. I feel like it's different than most people do theirs. I haven't seen anybody start their threads the way I do, or start their stitching the way I do. All right. Wait, where would this be? Did I actually stitch this? I'm sorry, one second. I have to figure out where I'm at. There we go. So I literally go into the thread that, or not the thread, but the stitch that I'm about to stitch, I go into the center of it. I pull through, and then I go up to the top, and I pull through until the thread is almost towards the back. Take it, push the thread into the hole, and push the thread in to the actual hole so it won't be sticking out, and then do my full cross. And it doesn't go anywhere. I'm pulling really, really hard. It's not going anywhere. It's weird how I start my threads. I know it is. I've been told. But it works for me. Alyssa says, ooh, I want to see. I'm sorry. See what? Oh, how I start my thread. Sorry. Lona, I'll have to try that. Okay. And Alyssa says I have actually seen that before. You have? I haven't never seen anybody start like that. I thought I was just weird. But like I in my brain I'm like I don't want to waste thread by starting right here and then my stitches all the way over here. Like so I just go into the actual stitch that I'm stitching. Glad to know I'm not just weird. Glada says so you go in through the middle, then come up top right hole, then with the needle push down the thread coming out the middle and go down the bottom left. Yes. Now that first thread that you go through from going from the bottom, going in from the top and whatnot, don't pull too hard because you will unravel it. But when you do the actual X, you can pull hard and it's not going anywhere. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Okay. I got it. Yeah, no, I got it. Okay. Sorry for getting quiet. Hang on. Crap. There we go. Okay, Alyssa says Natalia from Lovecraft Forever has used it. It's not something she does often, but she has shown it. Oh, really? I love watching Natalia. I never noticed. And Glada says, got it, thank you. You're welcome, Glada. It's my kooky way of starting every time with 1/1. Okay, let's clear off these. And then, uh-oh, I lost my place again. Oh, no, okay, I'm back. I think. Um, yes, I'm back. I'm back. Sorry, I know I'm quiet, but I need a little bit of concentration so I won't lose my place. Up, and I still messed up. What the heck did I do? Okay, sorry. Top is 3. Okay, back to chat. No, Alyssa, I didn't say that. I didn't say it. Okay, Alyssa says, okay, have y'all ever watched Kamari start and end? She does a waist away thread, but she doesn't anchor it at all. Hmm. No, I never noticed. Like for the most part, when I'm watching like Stitchers, I listen more than I actually watch. So I miss when people do those type of things, which kind of sucks. Which it doesn't make sense because like with Kamari, I don't even understand her. I would have to look at the screen so I could read what she's saying. But plus, her hands are like robots. Like I can't keep up with how fast she is. Do you guys know what count fabric she normally uses? Kamari, I mean. Melissa says I don't know how it stays tight. Lord knows. That woman is a absolute machine cross stitching. I showed my husband one time and he looked at it and I was like, before you ask, no, that is not on fast forward. That is literally her stitching. She's a beast. Oh, why did I skip that much? Oh well. I'm already here. Yeah, no, yeah, I'm gonna come back over here. Oh, crap. 25 count. Okay. She be taking on some monsters of patterns and in no time has half of it done. Damn. One of these days I'm gonna have to see how many stitches she does a minute. I try. I remember one time I had her playing and I started stitching to see if I can be anywhere close as fast as she is. When I say my wrist was on fire, I was like, okay, no, I'm not doing that again. She's an absolute machine. Someone on Yogi Stream said they clocked Kamari at 10 to 12 stitches a minute. That's insane. Yeah, like Library of Cats? Yes, just like Library of Cats. And the Pokemon one she's doing. I was stitching on Pokemon for 3 weeks before she started. Then she blew right past me like a day. Right. That's what I'm saying. She is a monster. She's an absolutely mechanic mechanical mechanical machine. And she's like when she's pulling the thread, like she is brutal with it. She just snaps it back. I'm like, Jesus, what kind of floss are you using? Like, that floss is tough. If I rip at my floss like that for too much, it's going to break. Sorry, I know I'm quiet. 1 second. I'm scared if I look away, I might lose my place. Lona says, I have speed tests while Kamari is streaming, but I can't change my threads as fast as her. I stitch 8 per minute. Ooh, look at you, Lona. I've never tested how fast I stitch, like per minute. Okay, I'm gonna park it there. Alyssa says she also reads the pattern so quickly. Um, I can I could see the pattern reading quickly. I could definitely do that too. But stitching as fast as she does, mm. Alyssa says, I haven't either. I know I can do about 150 to 200 an hour. Nice. And Lona says, I've stitched 3,360 in a day and had breaks in between those. I think the most I've done was 2,300 around there. And then Lona says, when I started the Haid Cell Glistening Wings in January, I put in over 19,000 that month. Yeah, the one when I started my Haid, I did almost the entire thing that I have right now. I did that in like a month and a half. Then after that, I was like, meh. Lona is Lomari. Alright, 901. Oh, 919. I was about to say, wait, what? 919. Okey-dokey. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to hit the mic. Lona says, I've got 62,253 stitches, 71.53% done on glistening wings. Wow, that is great. I'm nowhere near that. I have lost the love of Cottage Keep. I also had no intentions on picking Cottage Keep. I accidentally picked that one for the Heaven and Earth Design sale. I wanted to do Battle, but what can you do? But yes, Glistening Wing is really pretty, Alyssa. Um, oh, I saw your finished piece, Lona. It's so pretty. I gotta look at it. Lona says, I started that in the center on the fourth start, on its fourth start. Woo! Fourth start, you started it four times. Lona says, other starts were from the corners. I can't do center. I keep trying to do center. I don't know why I keep doing it. I just don't know where the heck to go from the center. Do I go up? Do I go down? Do I go to the side? I have no idea. Alyssa says, I feel like I say awesome, pretty, cute, and beautiful a lot around you guys because it's true. I want Stone Cottage Keep so bad. Yeah, no, I didn't want that one. My brain tells me that it looks way too similar to Thomas Kincaid and Chuck Pinson, and me being an artist, I don't like it. I don't like the feeling that I'm doing that, but I really want Battle, I want Glistening Wings, and I want the Brave one. Let me see. Um, Yeah, I'm at 14% with Cottage Keep. Yeah, that's what I have done. Oops. Yep, that's it. It's a very, very sad point. I got 12,464 stitches completed on that one. When I start from the center, I tend to go around clockwise and end up finishing in the right corner. I don't know why. I just sort of move that way. I don't know. I try to make it as smooth and easy as possible, but I just don't. I don't know. Let me see. What are my centers? I know I have traveling libraries, a center start. Um, I know I have more. Oh, Dragon Race into the Night. That's another one that is a centerpiece, and I have no idea where to go from there. I'm gonna have to one of these late night streams pull out Cottage Keep and put my head down and actually start stitching it. Because what motivated me in the very beginning was the fact that I wanted the other patterns. But then I kept stitching it and I just wasn't feeling it. I don't know. But for the most part, all those stitches you just seen was done in like 2 months, I believe. I might have just burnt myself out, honestly, from the pattern. Nine 19. Okay. Well, Luna says, "What pattern did you want?" I really wanted battle. Luna says, "I did cross country, but wish I started in a corner." Yeah, no, I can't do cross country. I don't trust myself enough. Luna says she wants Dragon Race into the Night also. Beautiful chart. Beautiful chart. Again, Luna, do you use Saga? Alyssa says, I was taught to always do center start, so it's new to me to work from a corner. Well, yeah, I mean, I know with dimensions kits and whatnot, you're supposed to start from the center because the fabric that they provide you and whatnot. But I just don't know what the heck to do with myself when I do centers. Lana says, what pattern did you want? Oh, I already read that. Sorry. Alyssa says, isn't it a lot of light colors? I'm sorry, Alyssa, which one? Do you mean battle? It's a lot of background. That's definitely. Excuse me. I ended up getting um the big pattern from Heaven and Earth Design anyways. Then Lana says, I think that's what I did too, but it didn't help hearing Yogi telling me to slow down either. I gave myself permission to slow down. Lana, I believe Yogi was just telling you to slow down so that you can enjoy yourself. Some people actually enjoy themselves when they're like focused on one and it's just like gung ho with it. Other people enjoy the stitching process differently. Um, and Luna says, I use them all. And Alyssa says, Country Cottage. No, Cottage Keep, I showed you, I just showed it. Cottage Keep does not have a lot of light colors. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong. It just looks very Thomas Kincaid and Chuck Penson to me. But this is what it looks like. Beck says Saga is great. Tell me about it. And Lona, when you say I use them all, do you mean like Saga, Pattern Keeper, Markup, or um? And then Lona says I have ADHD, hard to slow down. AFK, checking on mom. Okay, make sure mom's good. Definitely important. Alyssa says, "Oh, that's not what I was thinking. It way. Okay, sorry. Wasn't putting it together. No, you're fine. I forgot it was still on there. Hang on. Oh, no, go away. Go away. Where are you? Here you go. 356. 356. Mona says, and cross stitch paradise. Okay. Beck says, I used to stress on all my whips on never finishing them. Same. And then I was like, you live only once. Until I heard Yogi say it doesn't matter and it is meant to be enjoying the process. Now I don't stress about it and love the process. Exactly. You have to enjoy the process. Each people enjoy it differently, but you definitely have to enjoy it. Or if not, you're never going to want to pick up a project or you're going to give up on cross stitch. I also have PC Stitch 11. I'm not sure what that is. Is that the conversion thing? Because if so, Lona, I have to talk to you. Alyssa says, I wasn't paying attention when Heaven and Earth put out their sale, probably for the best though. I mean, yes, I guess. I don't like how they went about this year's Stitch Along. I love the Amy pattern, but I don't like how it was. You have to finish a page and then you get the Amy because it motivated people to actually do it. Then they're like, never mind, you can have it, which was a yay plus. And then the 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 goal challenge, I mean, the goal of finishing the whole project, I don't like the rewards for it because I don't like any of the patterns. No, I'm sorry, Lona. I misspoke. The PC Stitch 11, I was asking if that was the thing that converts images into cross stitch patterns. And Alyssa says ADHD is more about when you get hyper focused, so you can't really just stop. Yes. I'm going to pull out this color and then I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna mute you guys again because I really need something to drink. My mouth is really dry. 356. My husband just came in here and laid down, but he left the monitor in the dining room, and I have to bring that in here so I can keep an eye on my son. Lona says PC Stitch 11 creates patterns. I can't wait to import pictures and create patterns. Yes, that's what it does. All right, Lona, I have to talk to you. Also, Lona, I left you a message on Discord. But you guys give me 1 second. I really need to go to get a drink. somewhat. I had put a link in the chat. Oh, I'm back too. Oh, I didn't even realize my mic was up above my head. But there's a link in the chat for the Discord, my Discord server. I don't know how to keep it on there, but anybody knows how to do that? If you guys want to join, please select it. I will be happy to make new friends. I've had that Discord for a while. I just didn't know how to work it, and I ended up spending a few hours on it, trying to figure it out. How do I get to... One second, you guys. YouTube Studios, right? Eh. Melissa says, I don't know, but I already joined. But yes, please join the Discord. Okay, we're over here. But please feel free to join, share your whips, your progress, your finishes. I like to see it all. All right, and then these two. Hello, Catherine. Welcome in, and thanks for joining. Like I said, it's very new, so there's not a lot of activity in it yet. Hopefully that'll change. Because I do also have a Facebook group that also doesn't have a lot of activity because I don't go on Facebook that much anymore. Everybody's saying hello to Catherine. Welcome in, love. Where'd I put my drink? Oh. 1 second. I gotta take a sip. You're very welcome, Lona. But I am gonna ask a favor from you later. Since being on Discord, I haven't gotten on Facebook as much either. Yeah, Discord is definitely taking over. Which is why I was like, I have to figure out this Discord. And I took hours today figuring it out. Beck says, okay, I think I'm showing my age. I don't even know what Discord is. It's okay. Bex, listen, I didn't know how to work Discord for ages. It's basically it is like Facebook, but not Facebook. Um, it's an app, and I don't know, I guess you could say it's like more tight-knit than um Facebook without having to worry about scrolling through Facebook for hours. I don't know, I can't explain it. Lona says, I'm gonna prep my fabric and I'm gonna start a new project. Heck yeah, Lona. What you gonna start? Catherine says, go, Lona. Beck says, exciting, Lona. And Alyssa says, ooh, what's the new project? We all want to know, Lona. What's on your mind? What are you gonna start? Please say, please, please, please say a beautiful place. Um, and then Alyssa says, I just learned about Discord like a few months ago. I mentioned it to my husband recently, and he was like, how do you know about Discord? LOL. Um, I think Discord was like originally for gamers, if I'm not mistaken. And Bex says, I'll have to look into Discord. My son works in IT. I should know these things. No, no, Bex, like seriously, you don't, you just go to your game store, download Discord, make yourself a um an account, and then when you go on these lives, a lot of us have Discord, and you just hit the link and accept the invite. Sorry, words. Alyssa says, inquiring minds want to know. Suki says, which one is battle? Um, I have I have the original battle pattern. I don't have the sale one, but this right here is battle. For the sale, literally, that is all they have. They cut it in half, literally, but that is the entire battle one. Excuse me. Um, and then Beck says, Alyssa, that makes me feel a bit better. Lona says, I want to do the one Nathi is doing right now and a few others are doing. I absolutely love this pattern. Do it, Lona. You won't regret it. This is such a beautiful stitch. It's so easy. I'll be starting some NASA ones too soon for my brother. NASA ones. Sorry. When Heaven and Earth the Giant had a sale, he's buying them. Awesome. Lona, but if you are really about to do a beautiful place, please, please do it. Everybody tell her to do it. Alyssa says, "Ooh, it is beautiful. I love the battle pattern." Yes, me too. And I do plan on stitching battle soon, but I'm feeling a little upset with myself for not choosing. correctly on the sale. And then Lona says, nothing. Pattern keep my pattern my PC Stitch has been sitting and waiting to be played with since Christmas. Okay, I got you, Lona. Clara says, I just started mine today, Lona, and I love it. So do it. Right, right, right. We're all telling you to do it, Lona. Yes, Clara did start with me today, which is exciting. I love this piece. And she's such a fast stitcher, she's probably gonna breeze past us. Okay. Three and then skip one. Oh, two and then skip one. Ooh, I keep getting stuck on my needle minder. Oh, and Bex, if it makes you feel even better, Lona is really new to Discord as well. Okay. Lona, okay, a beautiful place. Woohoo! Suki says, so you want the Stitch Along one for battle? Yes, I really, really wanted it. That's the one I wanted. And Alyssa says, yay, Lona! Okay, and then this one all the way. Okay. Yeah, it most certainly was not aiming for Cottage Keep. But I didn't want to upset anybody by saying, oops, I picked the wrong one. Because when I was picking the chart, I don't know what happened, like the last minute. I guess my server kind of buffered and I clicked on it and I thought I clicked battle, but I clicked Cottage Keep instead. And then Beck says, crap, I'm working too hard. Coffee has gone cold. Be right back. Okay, go warm up that coffee. Alyssa says, yay, I'm the first to post status of my whip on Nathy's Discord. Ooh, yay. Okay, now I gotta go look. Ooh, ooh, you are a decent way in there. Look at that, you guys. Heck yeah. I mean, if you're comparing it to the actual the actual pattern, oh, this one is massive. I actually have this one on Pattern Keeper. It terrifies me. Man, that is a lot of Pokemon. Oh, but it looks really, really good, the detail. How big is this one, Alyssa? Okay, Lona, go check out Mama. Okay. Um, and Catherine says, I wish I got the wrong chart. I am not enjoying the sun. It is so hard to go back and work on it when I want to stitch anything else. Oh, I get it. I get it. That's how I am with Cottage Keep. I want to continue it because I want to do at least 6 pages so I can get the actual chart I wanted, but I just have no motivation to work on it. Glada says, very nice, Alyssa. Catherine says, wow, Alyssa. I know, right? You're really far into it. And I could get it. The sun one, that one looks like it's not an easy stitch to be motivated for. I like my patterns to be busy. And the sun is not it for me, in my opinion. Cross these out. And then I want to get this park thread out of the middle of my chart. Wait, what? Oh no. I have a park thread that I didn't even mark. Um, okay, we can do this one. Excuse me. Um, Alyssa says, so it's a 14 count, 798 by 1,000 stitches. Woo, big, big baby. I think the design is about 145 centimeters by 182 centimeters. That is massive. I love it. Go big, go home. I love it. Alyssa says, I'm hoping to get completely across the bottom by the end of the year. I'm almost halfway. When did you start it, Alyssa? And then she says, Pokemon isn't really confetti, but it does have quite a few ninja stitches. Okay. Catherine says, the artwork isn't as bright as the real painting. It is evil confetti. I'm compulsively working on my Amy confetti, but love it. The sun eats my soul. I get it. Oh my God, an Amy. I have a bunch of Amy Stewart ones. She is definitely one of my favorite cross stitch artists. Alyssa says, "LOL, Catherine, don't let it eat your soul." Correct. If you're seriously, if it's not calling to you and you are basically dreading it, I don't think you should continue it, honestly. This is supposed to be a calm hobby that you enjoy. I mean, for me particularly, it's therapeutic. Mm. And then Alyssa says, technically I started it in March, but really start stitching it seriously like the second week in July. Wow, and you got that far? Okay, Alyssa. Speedy hands. And Catherine says, I want the dandelion piece. We'll try to get the 6 pages. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's where I'm at too. I'm nowhere near 6 pages. But I know that I can get to it. Um, I just gotta put my head down and just do it. It's not it's not dreadful like how you're feeling with the sun, but it's just really not calling to me. I probably am gonna go like crap. I'm probably gonna go do cross country by page because I know that's faster for me just to get those 6 pages done. Then Lona says, not the I just posted my finished castle with lions on your Discord. Okay, I'm gonna go look at that in just a moment. Alyssa says, LOL, insomnia has its advantages. Very, very true. We are the insomniac stitchers here. Catherine says we should have a misery stitch along. Um, that's a dreadful thought, but I get it. I get it. I get it. I can definitely get behind a Heaven and Earth design stitch along. So for the most part, mostly everybody that I know that's doing the stitch along is basically dreading their charts. So I could definitely do a Heaven and Earth design stitch along one of these days. Then Catherine says, everyone work on things they need or want, but it's hard to work. Okay. I like it, Catherine. I like it. Alyssa says, yes, I love the dandelion piece. I wish I could still get that pattern. It's so pretty. Lona says, BRB, Mama lost her needle. Oh no. And then Gladys says, Catherine, just do 100 stitches on it every day. I was doing 130 once I made up my mind that I was not wanting to finish it this year. That's a good idea, Clara. And then Alyssa says, misery loves company. Catherine says, yes, Alyssa. Okay. Um, definitely, definitely food for thought. I think that's an excellent idea. We can do a, hmm, maybe like once or two times a week we do the dreaded um project. And then when we hit the goal of the 6 pages, I can do a huge start and we can all figure out what that is. Mom says she's back. Ooh, and here is Lona's finish, you guys. Look at that. Wow. That looks amazing, Lona. Great job. Mom found her needle but lost her thread. I found her thread. Oh no, Lona. Beck says, has anyone tried thread painting? I'm not sure what that is, Bex. Alyssa says, can I still hang out if I don't have a head as a misery piece? Absolutely, Alyssa. You gotta pick one that you really want to have progress done, but you're not really pulled to do it. Those are the rules. Lona says, are we having fun yet? I mean, Clara says, beautiful, Lona. Catherine says, nice. Glada, yes, that is a beautiful piece. Glada says, sure, Alyssa. Um, yeah, and Alyssa says, what's thread painting? Yeah, Bex, what is thread painting? We all want to know. And then you get out of my way for a second. I can fill out all these. I swear I do not like DMC half the time. I don't know if you guys could see it, but my thread is like unraveling and splitting. Normally happens when I'm doing like 28 count 1/1. I can't stand it. And my threads are not even that long. My brain went numb for a second, forgot what I was doing. Beck says it's like embroidery. Hmm, I'm not sure. I will have to look it up later. Thread painting. Alyssa says it sounds interesting, thread painting. Yeah, it does. Beck says embroidery without the knots. You just keep adding thread colors to form a picture. More freestyle. Ooh. Never tried it, never heard of it. Definitely want to see what that's about though. Alyssa says, hi, have you considered trying some fur beeswax, Nathi? It might help condition your DMC. Oh, you know what? I didn't think of that. Hmm. When I get up, I will get my wax. Scared of wax because I'm scared it might like mess up my fabric. I heard horror stories. Da, da, da. Alyssa says, "LOL, not for pure." I figured. LOL, no idea how I got fur. It's fine. We're just gonna blame it on your phone. I blame it on my phone all the time. My phone is the most illiterate thing in the whole entire world. Like, it makes me look completely illiterate. I know how to spell, I know how to write, I know how to read, but my phone makes me seem like I don't. Like I literally know that you spell and A-N-D, but for some reason, I don't know why, my phone constantly puts A-M-D, and I'm like, why? Why? Okay. I use pure beeswax and I haven't had any issues. I wax the whole strand, but like Suze only does the ends. No, if I do it, I would do the whole strand because the whole strand is what keeps unraveling. I didn't even think about using my wax. Alyssa says yes, it's like my phone wants me to be stupid. Pretty much. It's like they call you a smartphone. And one down here. I'm gonna park. Alright, now we're gonna work this park thread. Glada, how far are you on yours? And Lona, did you start yours already? Wait. Avert your eyes. It's a tree, it's fine. I misstitched and I am not frogging, but what is the other word? Okay, then we have two. Okie dokes. Lona says, I'll repost Castle with Lions after I trim, wash, and press it. Lona, it looks absolutely amazing. Glada says 0.15%. I am 0.91%. Um, and Lona says autocorrect is stupid. It needs grammar police too. Tell me about it. Melissa says ripping or reverse. No, neither one. What is the verbiage for when you stitch over a stitch that's not supposed to be there? That's what I just did. Alyssa Clara says, so you don't do a rotation, not the correct? No, I don't do rotation. My brain likes to rebel when I try to make rules for my stitching. Every time I try to make a rule for my stitching, I end up starting a new project because I told my brain that it shouldn't. Yep, welcome to my brain. But what I do sometimes is stitchy games. So I was doing the Big Brother stitchy game, and quickly I'm starting to quickly lose interest in playing it, which sucks because I was doing quite good progress with the game. Um, but if we are doing these lives, we can make it fun, and then I can enjoy stitching. Oh no, what is this? One second. Skip one, one, two, three. What are those? What is that? Why is that? I don't get it. I think I might have stitched and forgot to fill it in. Alyssa says, I keep wanting to play Stitchy games, but I have the same problem. Right. I be getting into it. I'm so excited for it. I do good. And then I'm like, ooh, shiny. I want to do something else. Unless I stick to the Big Brother Stitchy game and continue to do it, and I just work on the ones that I'm supposed to be working on the lives. I owe, I think it's like 750 stitches to my Heaven and Earth Design stitch along piece because of um, Big Brother game. I have to do the same amount for Neko Hotel. Um, I have a I have a bunch that I have to do. A bunch of stitches needed to be done for that game. This says exactly. I got the attention span of a goldfish. I don't think it's for me, I don't think it's an attention span. Me, I just think I have a rebel brain. It's like my brain is like, you're putting rules on me about our hobby. Watch this. Like I said, I was supposed to my I told myself I was gonna be monogamous stitcher for the month of July and only stitch on winter reading book nook. And when I say it took about a week and a half, if that, for my brain to rebel against me, and I ended up starting like 5 starts. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't tell my brain that I shouldn't because then my brain's like, watch this. The beginning of the new year, I said I wasn't going to start. I was going to be a no new starts. I can't even tell you how many starts I did this year. And I shouldn't have done that to myself about winter reading book nook because I should have known I would probably burn myself out and end up not liking the pattern, and that's the last thing I want to do because I love that pattern. This is said, nope, already over it. Gladys says, I want to start Neko Hotel, and after watching Ebony's latest video, I want to start Antique Shop. Clara, you should so start Neko Hotel. I need somebody, and Alyssa, you could still definitely do it, but I've been needing somebody to do the bottom left corner. I started the stitch along for Neko Hotel, um, and I started at the top left corner. Suze started at the top right corner. Janine started at the bottom right corner, and Nikki started at the center, and I needed somebody to start at the bottom left. Lona says, I'm putting Discord on iPad. Be right back, Mom. Okay, no problem. Alyssa says, I will also be doing the bottom left corner, but I can't start yet. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Enabling here. Hi. I am your enabler, Natalia. Okie doksies. Go away. Stop trying to connect. 780. It's fine. I have a few massive charts that I want to start, but I want to make a goal, reach the goal before I start it, um, and tell my brain to shut up if I try to break it. Break the word. um, but yeah, I want to start 6 portals. I want to start one of the panels for Library of Cats, and I want to start supersize a max color um, Animal Kingdom. but I want to set a goal and reach that goal before I do any of that. Gladys says Alyssa volunteers to do that bottom left. I'm only a top left corner stitcher. Please let me start on top left hand corner. I beg you. Okay, Gladys, you could be with me at the top. Alyssa says, okay, Gladys, you can have the top left. Lona, fixing mom some tea with honey. That actually sounds really good. Really, really good. Yes. This one. 5 over. Breath. Yee. My eyes went wonky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Two. Yeah, screw it. I do it this way. Okay, sorry. Fixing mom somehow. Okay. Catherine says 6 pages misery cell. Okay. Oh, yes. You know what? That's great. That's a great idea. For one of the massive ones that I want to start, we got to make up more challenges that I have to finish before I start them. And Gladys says, Yash. Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. I read it Yash, like how my son says yes, and that's adorable. Lana says, I've had many new starts and several finishes from the new starts too. I bet you did, Lona. Congratulations. I have yet to do like, I'm gonna say a real cross stitch finish because I've finished two itty bitties. One of them is right here. This is my painting fairy cute owl. Look at how cute it is. I finished this in like a day and a half. It's tiny. And then the other one I finished when I first started cross stitching. I started with a mini pattern. I think it said I can't adult today or something like that. Um, Catherine says before start. Before start. I'm confused. And Gladys says too adorable. I know, right? It's really, really cute. I stitched that one when I went through something very scary and I needed to get my brain out of reality. So I pulled out a Painting Fairy mini and I finished it in a day and a half. Do cottage before new start? You mean finish the cottage keep? Oh no 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 no. Once I hit those 6 pages, I'm going to slow dramatically down on cottage keep. Alyssa says, I love their small kits. That owl is so cute, but a finish is a finish. Correct. I have a few more itty bitties from Painting Fairy. Lona says, so who all is doing a beautiful place? Where did you start? I know. Oh yeah, 6 pages, Catherine. Absolutely. I know I'm doing it. I know Suzanne's doing it. Ebony's doing it. Nikki's doing it. Glad I just started. Um, Dawn's doing it. From my knowledge, I think that's all of the ones that is doing a beautiful place. And I think for the most part, everybody started at the top left, I believe. Okay, I gotta do these few stitches and then I gotta stand up and grab my charger for both my phone and my tablet because they're about to die. You think you're prepared for everything and then you sit down and you enjoy your stitching and you're like, oh, I'm definitely going to need a charger for what's holding my what's tracking my stitching. And I am not gonna lie to you guys, I'm tempted to make me a cup of joe. Want some coffee? And then you. I did mention Nikki. Uh, 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 uh. Clara says I started top left corner. Alyssa says I have the pattern for a beautiful place, but I have made some enabling commitments, so it will have to wait a little bit. I'm trying to tell you, Alyssa, it's okay to have a lot of projects going. It means you have variety. um, Catherine says I got stupid evil sun out to stitch. No, it's not Misery Day yet. Clara says Nikki is too in case. Oh, I already read that. Clara says just 100, Catherine. Yes. If that's all, if that is all you do is 100 stitches, it's okay. You made progress. Don't stress yourself. And don't make yourself miserable for something that you don't want to do. We will have our misery day stitch along, I promise. And I will pull out Evil Cottage Keep. Alyssa says, but I'm always a center start, so, or a left side start, sometimes top, sometimes bottom. Well, that's great. So if you do beautiful place, you'll be starting in a place that nobody else has. So do it, do it, do it, do it. I swear you, Ch Chivis and Nikki are evil. We are not. We're not evil. We're inspiring. There you go. We're not evil. Just an inspiration to stitch what makes you happy. Oh, I almost said the evil words. I was like, where? Nope, nope, nope. We're not finishing that sentence. I know where I am at. Eh. Gotta do here. Oh, no. Yeah. Top left it is then. For this one, right, Lona? Lona, when would you be starting it? Park that right there. And Lona said, "Oh my God, I forgot to tell you about what happened today." Oh my God, what happened? Catherine says, "What is the stitch size on this one?" Like, total stitches is 107,000 stitches. Um, it is 535 by 200. And Lana says, "One of my cats knocked my Painting Fairy acrylic floss organizer box off and broke five of the L-shaped pieces that hold the sides together." No, no, Lona. I will be taping the heck out of that. Looks huge. It's long. It is, but worth it. So worth it, Catherine. Do you have this piece? Luna says, "I haven't had it long enough to finish setting up all the Painting Fairy floss in it yet. Just some." Oh no, girl, no. I will be taping and rigging it and crying while doing so. It's like, "I love you, kitties. I promise I do, but I want to choke you right now." I am such an all over the place stitcher. It's ridiculous. 921. Oh, crap. Give me 1 second. I have to get my charger. One moment, please. Oh, dote. I am back. And I have both my devices on the chargers. And I grabbed myself some yogurt. Okay. Luna says, not the yes, unless you want me to start it somewhere else. No, 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 no. Start where your heart chooses. Um, Glada says, does this chart come bigger in max? Mm, no, I don't think so. I think this is the only size. I'm not sure though, because if I'm not mistaken, when Suze told her stats, I think this is the bigger version. I think it is. I think I have the large version. I'm not sure though. Can't be too sure. I'm not sure. Lona says, I'll start it as soon as I get the fabric prepped. Yay! Clara says, it's not that huge. On 25 count, it's 22 wide and 8 long. That's just the size the stitches will fit it. And Lona says 535 by 200. And Alyssa says, and a snack. Yes, definitely, and a snack. Your diabetic friend here definitely has to make sure she eats. I was already feeling a little bit fatigued. Okay, back to stitching. What was I stitching? Oh, I still have to get 921. 921. Oh, I love all these autumny colors. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, that is awfully small. Okay, right here. And then parking it. Excuse me, Mr. Floss. I think I want to come over here. Excuse me. Why is that not? Wait, what? Yeah, I already stitched it. I stitched all those. Why is that not crossed out? Okay. 315. 315. So many autumn colors. I love it. So warm. And yeah. You see what I mean about jumping all over the place on my pattern? I never stay in one designated spot. I'm here, there, and everywhere. Lona, what fabric are you planning on using? If you answered that already, I'm sorry. Another fun fact about Nathi, my memory is crap. My health is crap, my mental health is crap, and my memory is crap. I took mom her tea and missed what you said about where I should start this, Nathi. Sorry. No, it's fine. You can start wherever you want. You can do it at the top with us. Me and everybody else started there. It's just natural to do it that way, I guess. I have almost like a lot of my project starts at the top left, but I do have quite a few in different places. Like the sanctuary stitching is the bottom right hand. I have um, winter reading book nook is in the bottom left hand. I have a few in the center, but mostly all top left. And Clara says all of mine start at top left. Yeah, for the most part, that's how mine is. And then I have one that I'm doing that is uh cross country color completing. I'm starting with 310 on one of my pieces, and that is the first and only one that I've done it to. Mm-mm. And the one I'm doing cross country in black is The Other Me by Enes Guerrero, one of my absolute favorite artists. I have almost all her diamond paintings, but this is her. I know this is not a lot of people's style art, but to me, she is gorgeous, perfect, and right up my alley. I love Enes Guerrero. She is absolutely one of my faves. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then these go through too. I talk to myself a lot when I'm cross stitching. Actually, I talk to myself a lot doing everything. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. 3. Then I'm just gonna park here. 3772. 3. Oh, I just dropped. I just dropped all my DMC floss. Oopsie. 3772. Come in. Out you go. Okay. Lona says, I won't start in the center. I won't start in the center. I won't start in the center. Why am I drawn to the center? Go for the center. Nobody's done it before. You'll get a piece of the pattern that nobody's gotten to yet. I think. I know Ebony's pretty far in it. Alyssa says, I hate the color I'm stitching with right now. It just won't stop twisting. Oh no. What color, and is it Painting Fairy floss? If so, oof. It's never really happened to me. I love Painting Fairy floss. It's such a dream. Okay. And I'm sorry, I'm quiet again. So sorry. Just get into the stitching. 1, 2, one. Stop scratching my wall. You have got to love cats. You can give them all the scratching posts, all the toys in the world, and they see a corner of a wall and they're like, ooh, this is it. 742. Yes, painting fairy. Oh no. I'm sorry. That's a pretty color too. Um, it's just being difficult. And then Lona says, what size fabric is everyone using? I had Alexa give me sizes for 4 different counts. I'm doing 28 count. Um, I cannot remember for the life of me what Suze is doing or anybody else. I just know that I'm doing 28. Luna says, Alyssa, twist your needle every couple of stitches and rolled it. And then, yeah, I was gonna say the same thing, railroading it if you're doing 2 strands. Lona says, still reverse your needle every couple of stitches. Yeah. Alyssa says, it is 2 strands. I'm just being fussy. Thank you. I should have railroad. I think I'm getting tired. LOL. And Gladys says, oh, so Gladys doing 25 count. Not is there a way to turn up the volume? I am having a little hard time hearing you. Oh, I'm sorry. Um, I have the mic as close to my mouth as possible, but my husband is like right behind me sleeping, so I'm trying not to talk too loud. I'm sorry. Is that better? I also keep forgetting to bring my mic back down to my mouth. That's not helping matters. Um, and over. I hope this is better.
I'm sorry, give me 1 second. I'm trying to see if I can get the camera mic to be louder. well. um, is this better or worst? Or worse? And Lona wants to know what count I'm stitching on. I'm stitching on 28 count. Ow. So this is better? I actually do have a soft voice. My husband always tells me to speak up. But then I feel like I'm talking really, really loud, and apparently I'm not. And Alyssa says, whoa, hang on. Alyssa says, so Lona, if you start in the center, would that put you about to those trees towards the center? Let's see. So, blah, 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 blah. Hang on. So that right there is the center. Yeah, it'll be right here is the center. That's dead center if she's going dead center. Gonna be in those trees. This tree right here. And Catherine says, Alyssa, did you see how far Kamari got on the mushroom while not streaming? Kamari is a machine, I swear. Alyssa says, I saw where she was on the tree part last night. It's so freaking amazing. I mean, yeah, and insane. Like, goals. But then not goals. I just want to enjoy. No, 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 no. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute.
1, 2. Oh, okay. This one's 3.
Alyssa says perfect. Thank you, Nati. Wait, what? Are you thanking me? What are you thanking me for? Alyssa said, I see that Kamari just went live again. LOL. I just checked. She's working on Traveling Library right now. Nice. Then this is 3. Yep. My thread keeps trying to unthread itself. And I think I'm gonna do a big, big jump. Alyssa says, "Oh, I was thanking you for showing me the center." Oh, you're welcome. And I want to be Kamari when I grow up. Amari just doesn't have the same ring to it. Lona said yes in the trees. Okay, go for it, Lona. Uh, Glada says, my pups are telling me it's bedtime, so good night. See you next time. Thank you, Nati. Thank you, Glada, for coming, and thank you for starting with me. How far did you get? Alyssa says, you're very low volume again. Oh my goodness. And Catherine says, night, night, Glada. Hmm.
0.24%. Get it. Jeez, Glada, you were on it. I hope you're enjoying it. Alyssa said, I know I'm needy. No, if you can't hear me, please just let me know. I'm gotta try new things. I think it's the software that I'm using because I normally don't have that much of a problem with my audio. And I normally use StreamYards. Right now I'm using OBS and it's being crappy. And Gladys says, I am. It's fun. Yay. I agree. I love this pattern so freaking much. I know I say it a lot, but it's the truth. Mm, and then I'm gonna jump all the way up here. And night Clara. Eh, 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 eh. I'm going to do these last few stitches. And then I want to see what I should stitch tomorrow night. Should I spin a wheel? Should we do the Catherine's idea? Misery stitch. Oh, jeez, come on. There we go. And then here. What's this accessory? It's like, Nathi, you're already an insomniac. Let's make it worse. Let's do misery stitching. And here. Stitch in misery. Yes. Okay, so you guys, what should we do next week? Oh, I mean, not next week, tomorrow. Technically today, but you know what I mean. What should be done? Should we do misery stitch along, which means I pull out my Heaven and Earth Designs stitch along and work on Cottage Keep, and you guys work on either your Heaven and Earth design or a project that you're been dreading, but you know you need to get some stitches in, or should I spin a wheel to determine what to stitch, or should I stitch something from my Big Brother game that has to get stitched? It's commissary stitching. All right, Lona says upper left, I think, with everyone else. All right, exciting. And then this one is 4. This is such a peaceful stitch. And Lona said misery Sal. Yes, misery Sal. It's something that Catherine came up with to stitch on something that you want slash need to get finished, but you dread doing it. Most likely it's a Heaven and Earth Designs, the Heaven and Earth Design stitch along. She's doing the sun. I am doing Cottage Keep. It was an accidental pick, but responsibly, you should do the misery cell. So is that what we're doing? I am down for whatever. Mm, 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 mm. Two and over. The heck? Oh, no. No, no. Oh. Uh, 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 uh. Alyssa says, Catherine, your vote, please. I think I might get more done. Yes. All right. Looks like misery has it, or commisery. Okay. Commisery it is. If you guys have Discord, please go yeah, join the group, and I want pictures of your misery Sal. Commisery. For the commisery stitch along, what are you gonna choose? I already know what Catherine's is. You guys already know what mine is. I want to know what you guys are. Lona's thinking 32 count for a beautiful place. Okay, go for it, Lona. Are you gonna do half stitch? Well, yeah, 32 count. Most people do half stitch. I'm the crazy one that does full cross. I'm a special breed. Da, 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 da. Where did I park? I parked right there. No, there. There you go. Ba-da-da, ba-da, 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 ba-da. All right, looks like I did 353 stitches. And I am now at 1.02%. Oh, I did not mean to get off. Yay! Not bad, not bad, not bad. Uh, uh, um, Give me 1 second. Mm, Lona says, Nathi, I wanted cottage keep but got glistening wings because mama liked it best. You want to switch? I'm sorry. I really didn't want to choose cottage keep. Yeah. Girl's a little bit salty about it. Alyssa says, woohoo, good job. Thank you, Alyssa. Yeah, I like. Is it locked? Okay. Yep, that's where I'm at. The itty bitty corner up there. Oh man, but look at how absolutely beautiful that is. It's gonna take me forever to get to where I want to get to. I should have started at the bottom left. Catherine says round robin. Wait, what? That happened to a few people, I think. Yeah, I did. I don't know. Like I said, when I went to pick it out, I think it glitched or something, and I swore I picked battle, and I literally kitted up for battle. And then when my pattern came in, I was like, wait, what the heck is this? It looked like I accidentally chose cottage keep, which is fine. It is a beautiful pattern. I just don't like the similarities to two of the most amazing artists ever to live, and that is Thomas Kincaid and Chuck Benson. But this is what I'll be working on tomorrow night. Lona says mine will be glistening wings. All right, so Lona will be working on glistening wings. Catherine will be working on her son. I'll be working on Cottage Keep. And what about you, Alyssa? What are you going to be working on? What's your dreaded piece? Catherine says it is pretty. Yes, absolutely. It is gorgeous. It's just heartbreaking. And it's also heartbreaking, my progress. There's my progress right there. It's okay. Not sure, not the. I haven't tried full cross on 32, but I'm unique too. I'll swatch it first. Mine is Forest Girls series called Stormy. Yeah, that's another dread, but I would love to finish is my one of I have a Forest Girl series, but it's on 11 count and I cannot stand 11 count. All right, you guys. It is 2 o'clock in the morning. Your girl needs to put this stuff away. and bring my pup-ups in here so that they can lay down and go to sleep. My husband's already passed out. I um what is that? The Forest Girl series. It's a stamp cross stitch series. I don't think that they have counted cross stitch for the Forest Girls. Um, I don't have mine readily available to me right now. Um, or I would show you. I will. Catherine, are you on the Discord in my Discord group? If so, I will put it in the Discord under patterns to show you. Or Alyssa can uh words. Or Alyssa can upload a picture of her Forest Girl as well, and you can see what we're talking about. It's adorable. It's like very cartoony, but it's super cute. It's cute. I love it. It's very cozy, but it's 11 count. I hate 11 count. I cannot tell you how much I cannot stand 11 count. I don't like using three strands. Alyssa says she'll post a picture of hers tomorrow. And Lona says the middle right appealing to me too. The middle right? Like the far right hand side? So here? Ooh, that is a perfect place to start. You're gonna go straight into the houses. I envy you. I say I envy you like I couldn't do it. I probably can, but I'm scared I might end up messing it up. Lisa says hers is 11 count too. Nope. I hate below 25. Um, well, with stamp cross stitch, you don't want anything higher than 18 count, I believe, before it starts getting really hard to see the stamp pattern. Oh, wow. You're pretty far along. Here's Catherine's progress on Sun. She's got a very good bit done. Way more than me. I don't know. This is the one that I'm like, I wouldn't have chose it for me. It's not my cup of tea. I don't do stamps, says Catherine. I was the same way until I got a painting fairy, and now I'm like madly in love with it. 32.22% completed. Wow. Alyssa says you could get 20 count, but you're gonna need magnifying glass. Yeah, I bet. All right, my lovelies. I have been live for 3 hours and 42 minutes. Woohoo! Um, it's 1 a.m. in Oklahoma, says Lona. Yeah, it's 2 a.m. right now here in New York. And I think I'm going to go ahead and sign out with you guys. Thank you so much for stitching with me. I definitely will be back tomorrow, same time, same-ish time. It has to be after my babies go night nights. Um, and my insomniac stitching butt will be up and at it to stitch with you guys. So hopefully you guys can come and join me. Okay, well, you all have a good evening. See you tomorrow. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Love you guys later.